on the mound right now for Oconee. No, I totally missed that. For Latta, there is a runner on. Zach Lane, he just stole a base, made his way over to third. Latta with a runner in scoring position. And that's going to be a strikeout right there for Braylon Certain against Braxton Berry. Reese Rouse is up to bat now. First one swings. He foul tips it straight back into the backstop. Rouse is playing center field today for Latta. Had a diving catch last inning to end things off for his team. Certain this is his first inning out there on the mound. Pitch comes in and it's just inside. Had a nice bit of curve on it, but just wasn't able to make its way into the strike zone. It's the next pitch, a big swing and a miss by Rouse. And that will be 3 outs, and that does it for the top of the inning here at Oscar Frazier Field. When we return, Oconee will be up to bat. They're down by 2 runs. So they're going to see if they can put a couple more on the board. Thank you for tuning in here, and we will be back in just a moment. Hello and welcome back here. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning at Oscar Frazier Field here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Currently, this game is Oconee versus Latta. Latta is currently on top 4-2 so far in this game. Starting off to bat here for Oconee is Skylar Maroney. Maroney is the catcher here for Oconee. He struck out earlier in the game, but Oconee has been building a bit of some momentum here. Just want to apologize everybody for our technical difficulties. We're having issues getting our video to connect. So for now, I'm going to try to help you guys out as much as I can with just audio. And Maroney steps in to bat. Pitch is way outside. On the mound here for Latta is Hayden Lee. Lee having a pretty successful day thus far for his squad. And Maroney is going to swing at that one, foul it off behind him to try to stay alive. And the pitch coming into Maroney, swings. Doesn't get a piece of it. Catcher drops the ball, and Maroney is safe at first. Oconee officially with a runner on. Up to bat now is the third baseman, Justin Lusk. This is Lusk's second at bat. He's the third baseman here for Oconee. And that one goes way inside. Looks like it catches him on his left arm, and he is walking his way down to first, holding his arm a little bit. Gonna probably have to take a minute to walk this one off for a second. 2 on and no outs here for Oconee. Maroney out at second and Lusk at first. As River Boyd comes to bat. Boyd was able to get on base earlier for Oconee, but he wasn't able to score. Some fun facts about Boyd is his favorite pro baseball team is the Rays, and he loves to eat seafood. He's been playing first base here for Oconee. Everything is back set. Boyd stepping into the box. The pitch comes in. He bunts it down the first baseline. The first baseman, Bryson Berry, picks it up, lays down the tag, but both of the runners are able to move over to third and second. Maroney at third and Lusk at second, and that was a beautiful sac bunt there for Boyd. So Austin Bajic comes up. Bajic, the third baseman here for Oconee. 1 out, 2 runners on. And a huge swing and a miss right there for Bajic. A beautiful pitch delivered from Caden Lee. Oconee is in position right now to tie it. They're only down by 2 runs, and they got 2 in scoring position right here. This one low. It gets past the catcher, Zach Lane, but Maroney out at third base. He holds off on that one. It didn't get far enough away for him to want to make any moves. Bajic steps back into the box. The pitch is delivered. He swings. Yet another strike. Bajic likes to play pitcher, third base, as well as outfield, and his favorite movie is Mission Impossible. Swings, a miss again, but the catcher drops it. Runs his way out to first. He's out at first, but they throw the ball right back to home. But Skylar Maroney is able to slide under the tag, bringing yet another one in for Oconee. 2 outs now. 2 outs now. They've push this lead just to 1 after, they had a shaky first couple of innings. They were having some errors, kind of throwing the ball a little bit, but they're starting to make up for it right now with their bats. Colin Dixon batting now. Dixon, the second baseman for Oconee. This one comes inside. He jumps out of the way, and that goes for ball 1. It's got 1 runner on, Justin Lusk, over at third base. Takes a big hack at that high ball, but not able to get a piece of it. It's just 1-1 now. Dixon's favorite movie is The Sandlot. This ball comes in low. It gets past the catcher, and Justin Lusk makes a move and scores, and it's all tied up here. What a way to start this inning for Oconee. Two and one now to Dixon. And the pitch comes in. Jumps yet again out of the way of this one. 3-1 now, hitters count. 2 down here already for Oconee. They're going to call that one on the outside corner. That is a strikeout looking for Dixon, and that will do it for Oconee, but not before they push in 2 runs in Skylar Maroney and Justin Lusk. When we return, it'll be the top of the 4th with Latta up to bat, seeing how they can respond. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV. I'm Chloe G. Hello and welcome back here to the top of the 4th inning, Oconee versus Latta. We are running this game as audio only, but up to bat now for Latta. Nick Mendez. Mendez was able to score earlier on in the game as he gets a piece of this one, sends it into the center field, but the center fielder was able to pick up on that one quickly and snag it. That was a quick 1 out, but don't let it fool you. Mendez was all over that ball, just right up the middle. Batting now, J.J. Welch. Welch, the second baseman here for Latta. Huge swing and a miss right there for Welch on the inside pitch. On the mound for Oconee is Braylon Certain. JJ Welch's favorite pro baseball team is the Yankees, and his idol is Trevor Bauer. Welch is the left-handed batter here for Latta. He takes that one. It's right off the outer edge for a ball. Nobody on, 1 out already for Latta. That one falling just on the outer edge once again. Welch stepping in once again, takes this one, and it is outside again, and that will be a walk for Welch, his second time on base today. Last time he was able to score. And we are back to the top of Latta's order, number 16, J.P. Blay up to bat. He has been on base twice already. He scored once, made his way to third in his second at bat. Pretty successful day so far for Blay. He's got 1 runner on first in JJ Welch. First pitch, Blay takes it. It finds that inside corner. The right-handed hitter. Some of his hobbies include fishing and watching the Dodgers play baseball, his favorite team in the MLB. JJ Welch makes his way over to second now. Runner in scoring position for Blay. Blay, the shortstop. Pitches in, it's high and away, and Blay is going to take a walk. 2 on now. And that's going to bring Oconee to call a quick timeout. We're going to be seeing possibly a pitching change, not 100% sure, but coach making his way out to the mound to have a quick conversation with his guys. Up to bat for Latta is 99, the pitcher, Caden Lee. Good opportunity for Lee to catch up with his own coach, as well as Blay out there on first base. Tie ball game now. So if you're Oconee, you're wanting to hold on to everything you got because you started this game down. Started it down 4-1. Although they got some of those runs back, they want to try to hold on. Looks like Certain will be remaining out there on the mound for Oconee, as he will face his fellow pitcher, Caden Lee. Runners on first and second. JJ Welch at second. JP Blay at first. I think a timeout was called right there by Lee, but he quickly steps back into the box. The pitch is delivered. Lee gets a piece of it, swings, kind of a chopper down the first base foul line, but it stays foul. Lee said his favorite pro baseball team is the Savannah Bananas. I don't think they're quite pro, but they sure are fun to watch. Gets a piece of this one. He sends it a line drive straight to the second baseman, a double play. They catch Blay out there on first base, and that's going to do it for the inning. Oconee working their way out of that jam right there, picking up the double play. Latta not able to bring any in. When we will return, Oconee gets their chance to bat, and we will be back in the bottom of the 4th. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth inning, Oconee versus Latta here at the Dixie State Tournament. Oconee up to bat here to kick off the bottom of the fourth inning. First batter up for Oconee is number 3, Caleb Johnson, the left fielder. Johnson was able to score earlier in the game for Oconee. And he will step into the plate as he's facing Caden Lee on the mound for Latta. He squares to bunt, doesn't quite pull back, but he doesn't make any contact. That's going to be a strike one. Next pitch coming in for Johnson. Lets that one go high and away. 1-1 now. Apologize for the video issues. We are still working on that, but for now, we're going to bring you all the action through audio. Gets a piece of this one. He sends it high into the air. Second baseman stepping back, and he grabs that one easily. 1 down now for Oconee. That brings us to the bottom of Oconee's lineup. Xander Morton, the right fielder, stepping into bat. Morton was able to get on base earlier in the game. He was able to make his way all the way to second. Morton says his favorite food is low country boil, and he likes the movie Top Gun. He enjoys pitching as well as playing outfield. But now, Latta's coach is going to hustle out to the mound, have a quick meeting with his team. I don't think they're going to be switching pitchers or anything, but I'm not quite sure what they are telling him. Maybe they are formulating some kind of game plan out here. I don't know. We're still tied up here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Think he was just letting his guys grab a quick drink of water. It is a hot one today here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Let me grab a quick look at the weather. It's looking like it's just about 90 degrees out there, but that doesn't even count the humidity. And we are back with Xander Morton stepping up to the plate. First pitch inside for ball one. Morton takes a big cut at that one low in the zone. 1-1 for him. And his off time, when he's not playing baseball, he enjoys hunting and fishing. And when he grows up, he wants to be a pro fisherman. Takes a big cut at that one, gets a piece of it, but it remains foul, rolls back behind the catcher. Nobody on. 1 out here already in the bottom of the 4th. Two the count to Morton. It's low and away for ball 3. And he's facing a full count here quickly. And the payoff pitch coming in. Gonna call that one a ball. It looks pretty close to me. It looked pretty close to me. That one had some nice curve on it. But now it's a full count. And another really, really close one going to be called a ball. And Xander Morton's going to walk his way to first. Oconee's first batter on base here in the 4th inning as they're back to the top of the order. Carson Bibb, number 7, the shortstop for Oconee. He was able to get on his first at bat in the game with a walk, and he also stole second in that same at bat. It's a lefty here for Oconee County. Working now with only 1 runner on first. First pitch coming in, he watches that one, but it's called a strike on the outside corner. Bibb, other than shortstop, also likes to pitch out there on the mound. Caden Lee attempts to pick Morton off at first, but he's not successful. Morton still remains out there. That one falling way too outside to Bibb. And at a 1-1 count now. This pitch falling low, not called for a strike. Bibb's favorite pro baseball team is the Atlanta Braves. Pretty common one here in this area. That one called a strike. It came in and it just scraped by on the outside corner. 2 strikes now against Bibb. Pitches in, outside yet again. He lays off of that one. He looked like he wanted it. He took a little bit of a step, moved his shoulders just a little bit, but he laid off. Full count. And he lays off that one. They're going to call it a strike on the outside corner. Morton attempts to steal second. It's overthrown into center field. So he tries to take third, and he is called out on a beautiful throw from the center fielder to third. And that does it for the inning. What a quick way to end things. Latta getting themselves out of that one. That does it for our 4th inning. We will see you guys back here at the top of the 5th. Thank you for tuning in here at BCTV. Welcome back here to the top of the fifth inning. Latta back up to bat. Still a tie ball game here at 4-4. Up to bat now, Logan Bird. Now, Bird got intentionally walked his last at bat, but there was 2 runners on. He is just one of those big hitters. He swings at this one. He catches it out in front off the very tip of his bat for his first strike. Pitching still for Oconee is Braylon Certain. Another big cut right there for Bird. He gets another piece of it, fouls it straight behind him. 2 quick strikes already on Bird. Third pitch to Bird. Takes a big swing. He sends this one high out to left field. Left fielder's running, lost his hat, and he robs a home run right off the top of the fence. He slammed into it. He robbed that one, his glove right over the yellow. Laid down a second for that one, but his team is hustling out there to left field to hype him up for that one. Literally the whole entire team, aside from the catcher. Took him just a second to get up, but heck of a play. It's a shame you can't see that one on video because that would be highlight reel worthy.
Number 22, Weston McCall. Now batting number 5.
After that electric play for Oconee, Weston McCall will be up to bat. 1 down now already. Gonna take a minute for all of the Oconee players to get back in position. When I'm telling you, every single one of them ran out there to hype up their teammate. Nick Mendez out there in left field. He covered a lot of ground to get to that one, I tell you. And the pitch is in, first one to McCall, and it is called a strike 1. A little bit low in the zone action. And that one too far on the outside, ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch into McCall. Low and away for ball 2. Still on the mound is Braylon Certain. McCall, he likes to play third base, catch, and pitch. Likes to do a little bit of everything out there in the field, and his favorite food is crab legs. He only plays baseball as well, no other sports, but he does enjoy fishing. The pitch is in, takes that one low and away, and that will be a walk for McCall, and Latta has their first runner on base here in the 5th inning. Catcher now up to bat, Zach Lane. Lane has gotten on base twice already, making it to second his first at bat and third in his second at bat. Swings at the first pitch. He gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back into the fence. Not able to do anything with that one. Second pitch comes in way inside. Catcher's going to try to check McCall out there at first, but he gets back in time. No tag. Still safe. 1 runner on now already for Latta. Now Lane, he takes a bit of a half swing at that one. Didn't quite want it. That's going to be 2 strikes on him already. Zach Lane, his favorite food is tacos, but he got out. My apologies. I looked the other way for 1 second and he got out. It's out number 2 there for Latta as number 18, Bryson Berry, steps up to the plate. Berry not able to get on base quite yet today, but this could be his perfect opportunity. Takes a big cut at that one, but he misses. And that will do it for the top of the 3rd inning with yet another strikeout. Still tied at 4-4. When we return, Oconee will have an opportunity to score and break the tie. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV, and we will see you back in the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Oconee up to bat now, still tied here at 4-4. Fifth inning. I was thinking 5th inning. I don't know why 4 came out of my mouth. Yeah. Looking at the scoreboard, 4, 5, 4. Bottom of the 5th inning. My apologies, everybody. Latta, they are taking a minute here to walk around. I did hear Caden Lee is about 14 pitches away before he has to sub out. So that might be one thing we're waiting on, but umpire is taking a second to double check everything. I think there's a sub being put in. Either way, for Oconee, starting things off, Braylon Certain. Certain was able to make it all the way to third on a walk back in his first at bat. First pitch to Certain. He takes a big cut on it, but he misses. One strike here already. Make that yet another strike right there for Certain. Quick 0-2 here already on him. And this one low, and it gets past the catcher, but don't worry, there's nobody on. Certain's favorite food is steak. And he likes to listen to Eminem. Maybe that's what gets him pumped up for his games. Next pitch to Certain, strike. He swings, he misses, and that will be the first out for Oconee. That brings Skylar Maroney to bat now. His first at bat, he struck out, but he was able to help out his team scoring in his second at bat, one of the 4 runs that Oconee has. Nobody on now for him. And he takes the first pitch, swings, he pops it up. Pitcher is going to come off the mound and kind of backhand that one. Caden Lee with the catch. Quick 2 outs already. And Justin Lusk batting now. Lusk, once again, he got out his first at bat, but then he was able to turn around and score in his next at bat for Oconee. First pitch swings on the inside, and he fouls it down towards the third baseline into the fence. Quick 1 strike on him. Next pitch comes in, takes this one right on the inside corner, giving him a quick 0-2. He's going to have to try to work his way back if he wants to stay in on this one and keep the momentum alive for Oconee. Next pitch comes in. This one falls outside. A lot of movement on that ball. It just barely missed. A lot of curve. One and two pitch now. Takes a big hack at it, but foul once again off to the third base side into the fence. Lusk is the third baseman here for Oconee. His favorite movie is Cars. And he also likes to play travel baseball, but that's going to do it for Oconee. 3 straight outs. Nice bottom of the inning there for Latta, but when we return, it'll be the top of the 6th inning. Seeing a lot of strikeouts here from both teams. When we return, we'll see if Latta is able to come back and get some momentum going. Thanks for tuning in here at Oscar Frazier Field for BCTV. Welcome back here to the top of the sixth inning. Reese Rouse kicking things off here for Latta. Braylon Certain still on the mound for Oconee. I tell you, the start of this game, we saw a lot of offense, but now we're seeing a lot more defense and a lot more competition out on the pitcher's mound. Rouse a big swing, and he got a tip of that one, but he fouled it off down the third baseline. Third pitch here to Rouse. Holds off on that one. It finds that outside corner. I think he knew immediately that that was a strike, but that will start things off for Oconee with a strike. Nick Mendez up to bat now. Mendez scored earlier on in the game for Latta, but now he got out in his last at bat. Holds off on that first pitch, catches that outside corner. Both teams struggling to kind of find their momentum in this inning. And the pitch into Mendez catches outside yet again, this time for a ball. Mendez's favorite food is chicken, but this time catches way on the inside for yet another ball. Takes this pitch way off the outside corner. Now that one is going to be ball 4 as he trots his way down to first. He didn't quite know what his count was on that one, but this might be the spark that Latta needs as J.J. Welch comes up to bat.
77.
Welch has gone on base both times, scoring way back in his first at bat. So he takes the first pitch outside. Catcher's not able to hang on to it, and Mendez makes his way over to second. One runner on for Latta out there on second. Scoring position now for J.J. Welch, number 77, who's been having a great day so far here at the plate. That one falling off the outer corner. Him being a lefty hitter out there, all he has to do is pull that ball to that right side, and Latta might be able to find a way to score here. Pitch comes in way inside past the catcher. Mendez up easy all the way to third base. Latta threatening now. They only have one down. This one low and away, and J.J. Welch is going to draw a walk as he trots his way down to first base. Runners on the corners now. Top of the lineup for Latta, J.P. Blay up to bat, the shortstop, who's been on base every at-bat so far this game. He was the very first one to score. Second time he was able to make it to third, and his last at-bat, he only made it to first base before getting caught up in a double play. This one comes on the inside. Catcher can't hold on to it. Welch makes his way over to second, but Mendez holds off right at third. So now there's two runners in scoring position at second and third here for J.P. Blay. Second pitch to Blay comes in. It's just inside. They're going to call that one a ball, but it was pretty close. Might have been a little high for him. 2 balls now already. And no strikes. There's only 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. This one way on the outside gets away from the catcher yet again, but Mendez going to hold off still. Didn't get far enough away to try to take home. 3-0 the count now to JP Blay. And that one right down the middle called for a strike. 3-1 hitters count now for Blay. And the payoff pitch is in, and it's low and away. That's a walk. Bases loaded now for number 99, Caden Lee, the pitcher for Latta, looking to help himself here. Now Lee has struggled a bit at the plate, getting out his first 2 at-bats. That's going to spark a timeout for Oconee, as their coach takes a trip out to the mound, Coach Jason Welch. Coach Jason Welch also likes football, baseball, basketball, and softball. Overall sports fan, but he is going to leave Braden Certain out there on the mound for the time being. Bases loaded. It's going to be a hard one for Oconee to work out of. There's still only 1 out, but we saw it last inning. A double play could completely be a game changer here. You never know. Lee trots his way back to the batter's box as he steps in. Left-handed hitter. All he has to do is pull this one out to right field, and that could be scoring 2, maybe 3. And that one inside. Looked like it was pretty close to hitting him, but he was able to shimmy his way out of the way for that one. That one low in the zone, called for strike 1. 1-1 now the count for Lee. This one low and away, called for another ball. It's 2-1 now to Lee. Lee likes to pitch as well as play right field and first base. His favorite movie is Benchwarmers. Gets a hold of this one. Nice hit right there by him, but it stays foul. It's going to give him a 2-2 count now. Still only 1 down. Bases loaded. JP Blay at first. Nick Mendez at third and JJ Welch at second. Mendez has been out there for quite some time now as he was able to kick things off with a walk. First batter this inning. And it's a full count now to Lee. Swings and he catches that one off the very end of his bat. Diving performance right there by the third baseman, but it gets its way past. Mendez able to score just 1, but hey, that's broken the tie. 5-4 now. Latta up ahead. A nice little poke right there for Caden Lee. Stops himself out there on first. JJ Welch now at third with JP Blay at second. For Logan Bird up to bat. Bird, he's the one that almost hit it out of the park his last at bat. Tough situation, but they are going to intentionally walk in. Walking in a run. JJ Welch scoring for that one. Logan Bird not even getting the opportunity to try. Bases remain loaded. JP Blade now at third. Caden Lee at second with Logan Bird at first. Brings us to our 4-hole hitter with Weston McCall up to bat. McCall was able to get on base earlier in the game. He swings, he gets a tip of that one, but it fouls straight backwards into the fence. And a pitch to McCall comes in. He swings at this one. He pops it high. Center field coming in, and it's right there in the hole, and it falls, scoring yet another one. Logan Bird is tagged out at second, but that's one of those sticky plays where you don't know if you're going to run, if you're going to have to tag up, but he is out. But not before JP Blay scores, making it 6-4 now. Latta on top. That one was high, and it just fell right in between second base and center field. Tough situation. Second base is all open. Runners on the corners now with Weston McCall at first, Caden Lee at third, and Zach Lane up to bat. And I spoke too soon as McCall steals his way over to second. Both runners in scoring position now. Huge lead out there for McCall. As Zach Lane takes the first pitch for ball one. 2 outs now for Latta as they are putting it together. 7-4 now. Big cut right there for Lane as he fouls it straight backwards. Not sure what's going on. Took a little bit of a pause right there, but now everything is back in order here. Pitch to Zach Lane. Low. It gets away from the catcher. Going to test his luck and try to slide in at home. And Caden Lee is tagged out at the plate for the third out. That does it for the top of the 6th inning, but not before Latta is able to bring in 3 runs. Nick Mendez, JJ Welch, and JP Blay. When we return, Oconee in the bottom of the 6th, we'll see how they can respond. Thank you for tuning in here at BCTV. Welcome back here to the bottom of the sixth inning. Oconee now down 7-4. Gonna have to respond right here after a huge inning by Latta as the first batter. River Boyd swung at the first pitch. It was kind of a slow roller out to J.J. Welch at second, but he was able to get him in time for a quick first out. Caden Lee still batting, if I'm not mistaken. He only has about 3 pitches left in him before he will have to sub out. Austin Vajic batting now here for Oconee. If you're coming up here for Oconee, you're going to want to work this pitcher, knowing he's about out of gas in the tank here. Throws that first pitch into Vajic, coming in for strike number 1. Second pitch. A swing by Vajic popped out into center field. Center fielder covering quite a bit of ground, but he snags that one, and that is a quick 2 outs right there for Oconee. Up batting now, Jaden Barano subbing in for his first at bat here of the game. We're going to call a timeout. They're going to try to check and see how many pitches Caden Lee has thrown. According to us, it's about 94. I think you're only allowed 95 at this level. And Caden Lee stays in there. First pitch here to Barano. It's hit on the ground, straight back to Caden Lee, and he throws it over to first, and that was a quick 3 up, 3 down. And when we return, it'll be the top of the 7th inning. Latta with one last chance to extend their lead. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV. Welcome back here to the top of the 7th inning. Latta up to bat now. Working ahead 7-4 after an electric 6th inning. Braylon Certain still on the mound as he faces Zach Lane for his first at bat. Count to Lane is already 1-1. Make that 2-1. Lane gets a hold of that one into the third baseman's glove and a quick throw. Nice stretch over at first, and that does it. Out number 1. And that brings Bryson Berry up to the plate. The first baseman, Berry, not having too much success today at the plate. But now is as good a time as ever to get something started. But Latta, they're feeling secure. They're up by 3 runs. First pitch, blown away for ball 1. Swings at this one, and it's just over the shortstop's head. He ropes it out into left field. Latta has a runner on with a nice little single from Bryson Berry. And that brings Reese Rouse back up to the plate. Rouse was the leadoff batter in the last inning, but the Latta All-Stars have worked their way quickly back to this point as he takes the first pitch and it falls on the outside corner for ball 1. Takes a big crack at that one. Looks like he catches it right off the very end of his bat. Bryson Berry out at third. Gets a nice lead, but he has to make his way back. Rouse stepping back into batter's box, working with a 1-on-1 count. Swings at this one, pops it straight back into the fence for 2 strikes. When he's not playing baseball, Rouse likes to play video games, including Fortnite, his favorite. Swings, he catches this one. It's tailing that first base line, but for him, luckily it trails foul. So he stays alive here in the top of the 7th. Rouse steps back into the plate. A big right-handed batter swings at the inside pitch, and that will do it for strike 3. 2 down here already for the Latta All-Stars, but Bryson Berry still is hanging out over there at first base as Nick Mendez gets up to bat. Mendez, one of the ones that sparked the momentum in the last inning. He scored after drawing a walk in his first at bat as he watches that first pitch go by for ball 1. Mendez likes to watch the Phillies play baseball and says his hobby when he's not playing is eating. Swings at this one. It's a chopper, but it stays foul down the third base line. 1-1 now. 2 down. Latta's last chance to extend their lead. Steps back in, the pitch is in, and it's on the outside corner for ball 2. Next pitch, he takes a swing, misses, but that's only a second strike. That one was kind of high and outside, kind of lets him a little bit off balance. And he watches this one come in right down the middle, and that will be strike 3, and that will be Latta's final out, unless Oconee can come back and score 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Latta up 7-4. Thanks for listening in, and we will see you back here after the break here at BCTV. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 7th. Sorry for the delay. We were warming up a new pitcher out there for Latta as Caden Lee hit his pitch cap. Weston McCall subbing in now for Latta. First pitch he throws, drops in there for strike 1. First batter he's facing is number 3, Caleb Johnson, the left fielder for Oconee. Johnson scored earlier on in his first at bat. Takes a big cut at that second one, and he's down quickly 0-2. And he lets go with that one, and it catches that outside corner for out number 1. Latta is just 2 outs away from taking win number 1. Batting now. Subbing in for his first at bat is number 11, Gavin Rowland. Second pitch coming in way high and inside. He lets that one go. It makes its way past the catcher, but nobody on. 1 out. And the count is 1-1. Roland sees this one. He takes it for yet another ball. And here comes the pitch from the call. Roland swings. He gets it off the end of his bat, and he fouls it straight behind himself into the fence. Don't have any fun facts about Roland. I can't find his. Remind I found it, but he hit this one to the shortstop, who makes a clean play, sends it over to second, and send it over to first, excuse me, for the second out.
Number 7. 2 down.
And Oconee is down to their final out here. Carson Bibb batting. He's the leadoff hitter for them. Scored early on in the game on a walk. Takes the first pitch. Second one comes in. He watches it yet again. It's called for a ball. Nobody on. 2 down. Blast it back here unless he can make his way. Takes a big cut at that one. Fouls it into the fence. Pitch comes in to Bibb. He watches it. Called for strike 2. Right down the middle. Bibb, after having a successful day, looking to start a 2-out rally here for Oconee. Pitch comes in. It falls high for another ball. 2-2 the count now to Carson Bibb at the hands of Weston McCall. Bibb swings at this one. It's a slow roller. Shortstop coming in on it. He bobbles it, makes the play, but Bibb is safe at first to give Oconee a runner. Make that an infield hit, as it was a slow roller. Shortstop was playing pretty deep, so he was able to just beat that one out. Braylon Certain up to bat now. Pitcher for Oconee. Looking to help himself out here. That one comes inside. He ducks out of the way. Looks like it was coming on straight for his head. Second pitch. High once again. They look at Bibb out there on first. They throw it down there, but he gets back safe. Not much happening from that. Next pitch. 2-0 now to Braylon Certain. Pitch comes in. He watches this one low and away this time, and he's working with a 3-0 count. And the pitch too far inside. That's a walk. 2 runners on now for Oconee, but there is 2 outs. A little bit of a 2-out rally action now as Skylar Maroney comes to bat. Maroney potentially the game-tying run.
Catcher different Skylar Maroney.
Maroney, he was able to score earlier in his second at-bat of the game. 1 hit right here could completely change it all. First pitch from McCall to Maroney. Too high for ball number 1. Gonna look at second to try to throw McCall out. He's in a pickle now. He threw the ball behind him, but he's running his way to third, getting chased. He's gonna make his way back to second, back to third, back to second, in a pickle, and he trips up a little bit, but he's still not tagged, and that will do it. Caden Lee laying the tag down at third in a pickle. That will end the game. Latta All-Stars won this one 7-3 after a slow middle of the game. In their 6th inning, they were able to put up 3 runs to secure the win. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and my apologies for the technical difficulties we were dealing with earlier, but I appreciate everyone sticking along here with me. Going to be back in around 20 to 30 minutes as Beaufort County will be taking on Mount Pleasant. Once again, thank you all here for tuning in as Latta won 7-3. We will see you back here for BCTV. I'm Chloe G.